Deep in the dense jungles of southern Mexico, archaeologists recently uncovered royal Olmec tombs, potentially changing everything we know about one of Mesoamerica's earliest civilizations.
It's considered to be the earliest high culture of Central America.
These tombs, sealed for over 2,000 years, contain treasures made of jade, stone, and perhaps the secrets of long-forgotten kings. However, disturbing these tombs raises a dilemma.
So I wonder if we're looking at a sort of badge of office of a group of civilizers who traveled around the world trying to bring back to life.
Some believe that opening these sacred chambers could bring unforeseen consequences. Should these tombs remain untouched, or is humanity ready to uncover their secrets? The Olmecs are considered the mother culture of Mesoamerica, a civilization that flourished between 1500 and 400 BCE in what is now southern Mexico. They left behind colossal stone heads, monumental art, and intricate jade carvings. Their influence rippled through later cultures like the Maya and Aztecs, but beyond their impressive achievements, the Olmecs were deeply spiritual, viewing their rulers not only as political leaders, but as divine mediators between humans and gods. Kings were seen as embodying supernatural powers that connected the cycles of life, death, and the cosmos. This belief system shaped their burial practices. The tombs of Olmec rulers weren't just graves, they were sacred spaces designed to preserve the ruler's spirit in the afterlife. These tombs were filled with treasures like jade, serpentine, and obsidian, materials symbolizing life, immortality, and cosmic balance. The tombs weren't merely for the dead, they were cosmic vaults meant to maintain the harmony between life and death. The concept of a king as a celestial mediator underlined how the Olmecs viewed death as a transformation, not just an end. In their worldview, death was a passage linking the living with the divine, and the ruler's journey into the afterlife was essential for the well-being of the community. For the Olmecs, death wasn't an end, but a transformation. Shamans could take on animal forms like jaguars, snakes, or birds, transcending the earthly realm to tap into spiritual power. Death itself was seen as a sacred passage, and the tombs of rulers were designed to help their souls travel into the afterlife. Disturbing these tombs wasn't just a scientific concern, it was believed to disrupt the cosmic order and upset the balance between the living and the dead. The Olmecs believed that the ruler's journey into the afterlife was not just important for the individual, but also for the well-being of the community. The Olmecs also understood the importance of secrecy. Many of their cities, like La Venta and San Lorenzo, were aligned with celestial patterns, but much of their ritual life remains a mystery. The discovery of royal tombs at La Venta, a ceremonial center, heightened the sense of mystery. These tombs weren't just archaeological sites, they were spiritual vaults, and opening them could come with risks far beyond losing ancient artifacts. So should they be opened or left untouched? The Olmec tombs at La Venta were revealed through careful excavation. 5 tombs were found beneath layers of earth and vegetation. Each tomb was constructed with heavy basalt blocks and sealed with clay, sand, and stone, creating a protective barrier. This construction not only symbolized the connection between the underworld, the earthly realm, and the heavens, but also demonstrated the Olmec ruler's divine status. The tombs were meant to be sealed forever, raising the question, should they ever be disturbed? The treasures inside these tombs are stunning. Imaging suggests jade masks, intricate mosaics, and ornate sarcophagi, all remarkably preserved. These artifacts are a testament to the Olmecs' artistry and wealth. However, one unsettling aspect has confused. There are no visible human remains. Royal tombs are typically expected to contain skeletal remains or cremated ashes, but this tomb lacks any signs of bodies. This absence has sparked intense debate. Some theorize that the Olmecs used advanced preservation methods, such as resins or minerals, which could have preserved the treasures but caused the bodies to disintegrate. Others believe that the bodies were intentionally removed after a certain period as part of ritual practices. Could the Olmecs have seen the body as unnecessary for preserving the ruler's power, symbolizing the king's essence through objects instead? This absence has sparked debate among archaeologists. Some suggest that the Olmecs may have used preservation techniques that made bodies unrecognizable over time. Others believe the remains were deliberately removed, perhaps as part of ancestor veneration. Could the ruler's remains have been hidden or destroyed to prevent desecration or to protect their spiritual power? Without bodies, it's harder to identify the rulers or verify royal lineages. This absence complicates the task of understanding the culture, especially since the treasures suggest these were high-status burials. Beyond the scientific puzzle, there are real and tangible dangers to opening the Olmec tombs. Tombs sealed for thousands of years create delicate ecosystems. When archaeologists open them, they risk unleashing dangerous gases or harmful microorganisms. However, no visible human remains have been reported so far, posing a deadly risk to those entering the tombs. Even ancient bacteria or fungi could pose a threat, having evolved in isolation and possibly being harmful to modern humans. The structural integrity of the tombs is also a concern. Over centuries, erosion and pressure shifts have weakened them. Opening these tombs could destabilize their fragile structures, risking the destruction of artifacts and even causing a collapse. In addition to the scientific and physical risks, there are also deep ethical and cultural considerations. For local communities, these tombs are sacred places. Many people in the region believe that disturbing the tombs would anger the spirits of the rulers and bring misfortune. Local legends speak of curses protecting these tombs, similar to the famous tales surrounding Tutankhamun's tomb. Whether or not these stories are based on superstition, they play a significant role in the debate about whether the tombs should be opened. The Olmecs believed their rulers had divine power, and disturbing their tombs was considered a violation of sacred space. The idea of cursed tombs is a global phenomenon, with legends surrounding famous tombs like Tutankhamun's, the mausoleum of Qin Shi Huang, and even Gilgamesh. The Olmec tombs fit into this pattern, with local legends warning of spiritual retribution for those who disturb the dead.
But before the Aztecs and before the Maya, there were a culture who are referred to as the Olmecs.
Whether these curses are real or not, they create a sense of fear and reverence that influences both archaeologists and local communities. The Olmecs believed their rulers were not simply political figures, but divine beings whose tombs held power long after death. The absence of remains in these tombs only deepens the mystery, suggesting the rulers may have transcended death in some way, becoming forces too potent to leave in human form. Even modern archaeologists, trained in science, admit to feeling uneasy about these superstitions. Many acknowledge that curses are part of cultural memory and should not be dismissed lightly. Beliefs shape reactions, affecting the decisions of archaeologists and the local community. Fear, whether rational or not, can influence actions. An archaeologist who fears unseen dangers may hesitate to risk their health or reputation. The combination of myth, history, and cultural warnings creates a charged atmosphere around the tombs. For many, the risk of awakening a curse is not just a story to entertain tourists. It is a real possibility, deeply embedded in culture and history. Whether or not curses exist, they exert influence. The Olmec worldview reinforces these fears. Their rulers were seen as mediators between the human and divine realms, channeling cosmic order through rituals. In life, they wielded extraordinary power, and in death, they were believed to continue guarding the universe's balance. Their tombs were not just resting places, but active centers of spiritual energy. Disturbing these spaces would not only dishonor the dead, but disrupt forces that humans were never meant to control. The hesitation surrounding the Olmec tombs has divided archaeologists and local communities. Some argue the tombs hold the potential to revolutionize our understanding of Mesoamerican civilization. To leave them sealed is to deny history the chance to reveal its full story. The treasures glimpsed through imaging technology suggest inside lies a wealth of information about politics, religion, art, and technology. Others emphasize the risks, practical dangers like toxic gases and microbial hazards, the fragile state of the sealed chambers, and the irreversible loss of context once the tombs are opened. Cultural and spiritual concerns weigh heavily too. Local voices remind us that science doesn't exist in a vacuum. This hesitation has fueled public fascination. The secrecy surrounding the tombs, combined with the absence absence of definitive answers has created fertile ground for speculation. Are these vaults holding treasures untouched by time, or are they repositories of forces too dangerous to release? The longer the tombs remain sealed, the greater the mystery grows. In some ways, the mystery itself becomes a treasure, preserving the allure of the unknown in a world where much has already been explained. For now, the Olmec tombs remain untouched, resting quietly beneath the earth as archaeologists debate their fate. Whether they will one day be opened or remain sealed forever is a decision no one takes lightly. The hesitation is not just about science, but about humanity's relationship with the dead, memory, and forces we may never fully understand. Perhaps the real question is not whether archaeologists can open these tombs, but whether they should. If you stood before a sealed chamber holding the secrets of an ancient king, would you dare to open it? Share your thoughts below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.